Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Bev. How are
It's
you?
ages since we've spoken, actually. It's ages
I
since
know.
we've spoken, isn't it?
I know it is. Well, we speak on chat, don't we? But it's
I
ages
know.
since I've seen your gorgeous face.
Oh, bless you. And here we are with another book launch.
I
So,
know. How
and
exciting!
and you've done this on the sneaky because I don't really know anything about this one. So I've got loads of questions to ask you. But before I start asking you any questions, I know you've sent me forward. So I'm going to read that just to give everyone a flavour of what this book's all about. Okay.
Okay.
So there are stories told and there are stories remembered. Elouise belongs to the latter. For centuries, the wisdom of the earth was misunderstood, feared, and silenced. Women who listened deeply to the land, to spirit, to the quiet knowing within, were named as something dark, when in truth, they were guardians of balance, healers of both soil and soul. This story does not seek to rewrite history, but to soften it, to return us to a time before fear shaped belief. At its heart, Eloise is a story of remembrance, of ancestral love that does not fade, of a sacred connection between heaven and earth, of women who carried light through the ages, even when they were told to hide it. It is also a story of courage, the courage to listen, to trust, and to step fully into who we are called to be. This is not a tale of spells or shadows, but of communion, of the ancient agreement between humanity and the living world, of Gaia held within divine love, and of God not as distant judge, but as creator, keeper, and witness to all that unfolds. As you turn these pages, you are invited to read not only with your mind, but with your heart. To feel the rhythm I'll say that bit again. To feel the rhythm beneath the words. To recognize echoes of something similar, even if you cannot name it yet. May this story meet you where you are. May it remind you of what has never truly been lost. Welcome to Eloise. Wow. That's
Exciting.
so
I'm all excited listening to you read
I
that.
know. Well, that's good. That's good because it's nice to feel like that's about your own work, isn't it?
I know. I
So
know.
tell me a little bit about the background of this. I mean, it's the Witches of Snowdonia, which is I know
Yeah.
becoming more and more known now in this century, if you like.
Yeah.
So I think you mentioned to me that this story's been with you for many years. So tell me the background to why is it taking you so long and what's happened here?
Well, for starters, it was one of five books that I had started and got halfway through and hadn't finished, which is typical me. So just tipping back a little bit, those of you who've been following my Substack story, I've actually written very personal details of how I started writing and how I started with dyslexia at the age of 4. And so writing has never been easy for me,
Wow.
but I'm not somebody that backs away from a challenge, and it has been a real challenge. So a few of the books, two of which have now come off the laptop and have been published. One of them is Echoes of Clara, and the other one was Jacob. So they were two of the five that were sitting there waiting. Eloise was the other one, was one of the others. And the crazy thing is, the the story has kind of begun with the Clara book. So Clara is a spiritual guide, and she was a woman that lived in the 16th century. So after I wrote her book, which is here, um, she actually told me I had to continue writing about the witches. And she told me that the healers had been buried for a long time and I was to continue writing. And she told me I already had half a book on my laptop. And I was thinking, which book does she mean? Because it didn't have a title.
Right.
Now, many people have said to me, is this a true story? Well, God knows, because it's Clara that's pushed me into it. So it is a fictional story. It's my first fictional book. Um,
I'm
but
sure that there's elements of truth within it, however.
I know. And it was Clara that has made me pull this off the laptop and write it. So it's
Yeah,
been a labour of love for over, oh gosh, I keep saying over 5 years, but I reckon it's probably over about 7 years now.
right. Yeah. Okay. So Snowdonia feels to me that it's a character in itself, really, within your writing. So, what is it about North Wales and its ancient landscapes that inspires you and captures your imagination?
Wow, now that's an open-ended question, isn't it? So I have been going up to the place where this book is based for the past 45 years. Every year I've been going up into a place called Capel, and I've been renting a farmhouse there, an old farmhouse, which kind of inspired me to writing the first bit about this book about 7 years ago.
Hmm.
And the magic in those mountains is just unbelievable. The feeling you get when you enter the Snowdon Range or North Wales, any part of North Wales, it's just magical.
Mm,
And as you know, Anglesey is a biggie for me. That's where I do all my writing.
mm.
Um, because unfortunately I don't go up to that cottage anymore. But the inspiration seems to have tipped over onto Anglesey now. So
Okay.
yeah, so that was my inspiration, and I just love the area.
Mm. So, without giving away any spoilers, what can readers expect when they step into Eloise's world?
Wow, it's a story of an ordinary woman who doesn't realize who she is or what her history is or who her ancestors are to and the story unfolds. I'm trying not to give anything away.
I know, be
Um,
careful.
I know. It's a story of self-discovery. It's a story of self-discovery and self-belief. And I feel that a lot of women over the centuries, even today, have very, very they don't have a lot of self-belief. They don't have a lot of
Absolutely.
self-esteem. And I feel
You've
like
been
this
knocked down through the ages by.
by yes. But this is a story of self-belief and of trusting the magic that's all around us every single day. And it does happen. People say, I do have people that say, oh, what a load of rubbish. You can't believe in magic. You can't believe in it's just a coincidence. This is just a coincidence. It's not. And it's like today, I've just said to you, haven't I? I ordered some author copies of my book, and they weren't going to come till tomorrow night. And I was saying, please, I need them to come. And 20 minutes before we came on this live, they arrived on my doorstep. So
No,
is that not a little bit of magic?
I know, I know. Oh, so many people know you as a spiritual healer and a medium. So, have any of your personal spiritual experiences influenced this magical, mystical elements that you've woven into this story?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I do think going back to Clara, she's been a big influence in this book. Um, and I think that I'm still that 5-year-old girl. I believe in fairies. I believe in angels. I believe in all of that. And I've seen some magical things in my life. And it's like it- you, when you see it, you believe it, a lot of
Yeah.
people would say. And I have seen a lot of things and I do believe. So I feel as if the excitement on writing the text in this book has just been it's like my excitement has come out as I've written it. So there's a lot of my magical experiences that I've put into Eloise as a character.
Oh, fabulous. But don't you think that, I mean, Clara has obviously been one of your guides for a long time now. She's a healer and she was a witch, in was it the 16th, 17th century or whenever. And she must be, and I know that they are all very keen to wake us all up now.
Yeah,
It is a massive period in history now of the Great Awakening, and most people recognize that. And every day, more and more people are waking up because of everything that's going on in the world, probably.
yeah.
But it all that taken into account, if you wanted someone to take something away from reading about Eloise, what would you hope that feeling would be from reading the book?
Oh, that's a big question. I would hope they'd be inspired to trust what's around them and more inspired to go out into nature. We're all in these concrete bunkers
Yeah,
that we call our homes.
yeah,
But what about those trees outside? What about the parks? What about the the, the woodland? If you go out,
grounding.
yeah, if you go out into that space, you feel inspired. You come home feeling alive.
Yeah,
And you can understand when people are depressed and they stay at home in their pajamas and the depression gets bigger and bigger and bigger because there's nothing to soak it up. Trees
absolutely.
were put here for a reason.
Yeah,
They absorb nasties out the air, but they also absorb negative energies from us.
and give
And
out oxygen.
exactly, and I would hope that reading Eloise and her going through her life, what she's been through. And there's been a lot of dramas at the beginning of the book. I would hope that they would feel inspired to step out. And also, I would hope that knowing that I am somebody that suffers with, and you've been a friend for a long time. You know what my spelling's like. It's absolutely diabolical. But I've pushed on. And
Mm,
I would hope that this book would inspire people to write your
yeah,
own story, even if
yeah,
it's in a scrapbook, because you can do it. And I
yeah,
believe you can.
absolutely.
I
Everybody can
believe.
write it down. Yeah, and
Mm,
it's so therapeutic.
isn't it? Well, you've written your own book, haven't you?
It's not
Um,
about me, but it was still therapy in a way for all that my mother-in-law went through in her life. So yeah, I think every
exactly.
book serves its own purpose.
So, what was your book called again? Let's have a little plug of your book.
Mutty's Dream, second edition is out now.
Yeah.
You have to look for it because Amazon is still plugging the first edition because they over-ordered after I got my newspaper
Ah,
article.
right.
But yeah, I've got a second edition out there now. So
See, and it's an inspiration, no matter what you write, it is an inspiration to many
yeah,
people who sit
yeah,
there saying, I would love to write a book. Well, just do it.
yeah.
Just do it. Doesn't matter what it looks like.
No,
Just do it
yeah,
because it's
absolutely.
amazing.
And self-publishing is not difficult either. It takes a bit
No,
of getting to know. And I know you'd be there for anybody who wanted to do it. It's
absolutely.
one of your services that you're offering now as well, isn't it? So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
So I think I will show you the book
let's have a look
because
at it.
it wasn't going to be. So I ordered two,
Didn't think we'd see it.
one for you. I was going to send one to you and one for myself here. So here we are.
There we. Oh, I like that.
So it's
Is
beautiful,
that the
isn't it?
moon behind her?
Yes, and it's the eclipse that we had, but obviously
Wow.
it's a bit exaggerated because it wasn't. So I'm going to read the back. It says, some legacies are written in blood, others are written in magic. In the shadow of Snowdonia, ancient magic is staring. And one young woman is about to discover the truth of who she really is. Eloise has always felt different, like she belonged to a world that she cannot remember. But in a series of eerie events awaken buried memories, she is drawn to a world of witches, ancient rituals, and a destiny far greater than she ever imagined. As Eloise learns to trust the power within her, she must also confront a darkness that has waited centuries to return. With the one she loves by her side and the guidance of her ancestors, she will face impossible choices, uncover long buried secrets, and stand against a threat that could change everything. The witches have returned.
Whoa,
Woo! My
lovely.
skin just went all prickly then.
Ooh, lovely. So
I
tell me
know.
when is it out? When are you launching?
So it's being launched on the 21st of June, which is a Sunday,
And it's Midsummer's Day,
and it's
summer
Midsummer's Day. Oh,
solstice.
yes, and Eloise. Oh, I can't tell you, but there's a big thing happening on Midsummer's Day, which is why I chose that date.
Ooh.
So within the book, there's a huge thing that happens on Midsummer's Day.
Wow.
So very exciting. So I must add that this is book one. It's a series.
Ah,
There's three books.
wow.
Three,
Okay.
three books.
Fabulous.
So what will happen? So this video is going out on social media and it's also going out to my email list.
Collective. Yeah.
Yeah. And I on the 21st, early in the morning, a link will be coming out to all the people that have received my newsletter.
Okay.
And it will go on all social media.
Right. Great.
So, if everybody could, if anybody is wanting to buy my gorgeous book, if they could possibly do it on the 21st, that would help me greatly with my ratings.
Yes.
And you know what Amazon are like, they're not very easy.
No.
So the more help I can get just on one day, the
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. So it's a Sunday.
It's a
So
Sunday.
hopefully people have got the time. Just a little mental note, perhaps put it in the calendar just to order on that day. That would help you tremendously. I know it would.
Well, my newsletter always goes out at 7:30 on a Sunday morning, and it has the greatest openings at 7:30 on a Sunday morning
Yeah.
because people, it's their day off, they're sitting in the pajamas, they're having a cup of tea, and they like to read it then. The
Yeah.
feedback for Sunday morning has been really good, so this
Good.
will be going out on Sunday morning.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, good luck.
I know, it's exciting, isn't it?
Mm.
Thank you so much for
All
helping me
right.
with this recording
Oh,
today.
you're very welcome. So let's see what happens and we'll catch up soon. Good luck with
Okay,
it.
lots of love. Bye for
You too.
now.
Bye.
Bye.